Hey, it's Lars Hauwert here. Welcome to this video. So today I'll be talking about how to make $250,000 a month dropshipping with Google Shopping ads. So if you don't know who I am yet, I'm Lars. I've grown my own e-commerce brand, Nancy Home Store, to around $9 million in sales. And now I'm helping other e-commerce brands to essentially get to that same level. So without any further ado, let's dive right into it. So, how to make a ton of money for your e-commerce brand with Google Shopping ads is to first of all make sure if your products even work with Google ads. So, the way to do this is to validate if there's search volume for your product. So, you should go in your Google ad account to the keyword planner, and then in there you should type in uh, like terms related to your product and just your product name specifically as well. And you can see how many people are searching for this exact product every single month. And I recommend to at least have 20,000 visitors or like search volume per month at least for your specific product that you're going to offer. If that's not the case, then I would not recommend going with Google Ads. Then I would recommend going with Meta Ads instead. But assuming that it is there, that you have at least 20,000 monthly searches for your specific product in your target market, right? Then you can proceed with the next step, which is to set up a manual shopping campaign. And in this campaign, you want to put products like in one category. So let's say you're selling like 5 different product categories, then you want to set up 5 different manual shopping campaigns typically, because the product terms are going to be very different depending on the product that you're selling, right? So that's the second step, to set up those different campaigns, manual shopping campaigns per product category. Now, when they start running, you first want to make sure that you've put the bid on those campaigns very low. So your cost per click bid, I recommend to start with around 30 cents to maximum 70 cents cost per click, to just get a lot of like cheap traffic in initially on your website, because in the beginning is the point that your campaign will most likely convert the worst. So we don't want to spend a whole lot per click, because the clicks are still like the least valuable for the brand. So start with a very low cost per click bid, and then from there, once the campaign starts running and gets people on your website, you want to rigorously exclude keywords. Like you have to go through all your different search terms, and you want to exclude the search terms that are not relevant for your e-commerce brand. So you can think of it like this: like if a person searches for something that's completely unrelated to your product or your brand, then there's no way like that he's ever going to buy from you, right? Because the intent is not at all there. So in the beginning, Google doesn't have like a clue sometimes on what you're offering, and they send quite a lot of irrelevant and unqualified traffic to your website. So you have to make sure that you exclude all those early on, so they are not going to waste all your ad budget, and you want to basically make all your ad budget go to the relevant search terms for your e-commerce store. So that's essentially how to optimize the manual shopping ads. That's the most important activity to do, especially at the beginning. So besides this, it's very important before you start to also set up your tracking very accurately. So you have to do this with Google Tag Manager. You should not use the standard Google Shopify app, because it's always way less accurate than set it up with Google Tag Manager. So invest some time into that. Or if you don't know how to do it, worst case, hire somebody from Upwork to set up this for you with a tag manager, with a data layer, because you're going to miss out on a lot of conversion data if you do this with like the Shopify app basically. So that's basically the blueprint on how you can already get to that level of 250 grand per month. Now, at some point, when you reach more than 30 conversions in the last 30 days, then you can switch your campaign to a more automated bid strategy. You can put it on target return on ad spend, where when it's profitable for you, of course, you want to put the target return on ad spend on the similar ad spend that your campaign has already achieved with the manual CPC strategy. And then when you start running that on the target return on ad spend bid strategy, when that's going well and you get at least 50 measured conversions in the last 30 days, then you can switch your campaign to a performance max campaign, and then you can really start to scale it up more and more. But before you even do that, you should already be on a very solid level of sales very profitably. Now, if it, after implementing this is not profitable, then it's more a problem of probably your website and your entire funnel, or maybe even your product itself, because this is the most efficient way possible to run Google Ads. So if you still have problems after implementing all this, then feel free to check out some of my other videos where I talk about how to make the perfect e-commerce website to just maximize your conversion rate, as well as the email and SMS strategies to get those people to buy from you again, getting a lot of repeat buys in. So that'll all help to make your Google Ads at the end of the day have a really solid return for you, right? So I hope that all makes sense. Can be quite a lot, so feel free to watch it back a couple times. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. I read all the comments myself. There's also a link in the description talking a bit about how we help e-commerce brands to essentially grow their sales a ton. So if you have a problem to grow your sales, then feel free to click that link, and yeah, we can talk about how we can do that. I don't care if you click it or not. I just hope you got a ton of value out of this and you start running your Google Ads very profitably as soon as possible. So thank you so much for your attention, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.